Hey there, this is the Lanky Lefty 27. Check out our sponsor, cheapcpapsupplies.com, for CPAP masks, machines, supplies, accessories. They even have this CPAP through insurance. Fill out this form and they'll have a representative contact you within 1 to 3 business days to see what is the best option for you. They also have this 30-day mask guarantee. Not satisfied with your mask within 30 days, you can return it for a full store credit. This is a free service. You don't have to pay any extra for it. Check out our sponsor, cheapcpapsupplies.com. If it's too light, you'll probably have it sideways. Well, that looks weird. Let's not do that. Hey there, party people. It's me, the Lanky Lefty 27, and I am a registered sleep technologist or registered sleep tech, registered polysomnographic technologist, whatever you want to call it. I'm the founder of freecpapadvice.com, and we're going to talk about recording yourself sleeping today. Now, you're probably not at all asking, why would you record yourself sleeping? Well, that's fantastic news. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you anyway. A lot of you folks have people that tell you, hey, you stop breathing when you sleep, you snore, it's loud, it's distracting. Maybe you're at a point where you're gonna do something about it. That is where you would find yourself recording yourself sleeping. The other thing is, maybe you're trying to screen yourself for sleep apnea, find out if you have sleep apnea without actually going in for a sleep test. You don't really want to talk to your doctor about it just yet. You're not too into that. Or maybe you're just cheap as hell, like me, and you're gonna treat this thing on your own. You're going YOLO. You are gonna buy some equipment off of Craigslist if you have sleep apnea and take care of it yourself. Cool, I don't care why you're doing it. I just want you to get treated and I want you to have the best possible sleep you can for the best possible quality of life that you can have. All right, now I found this from our sponsor, actually the sponsor of this video, which is cheapcpapsupplies.com in their blog section. And this is great information on recording yourself. We'll get into that a little bit later. First, I want to talk about exactly what are we looking for. We're looking for your snoring. Are you snoring at all? And we're especially looking to the quality of your snoring. Let me go ahead and do some demonstrations for you. If you're doing rhythmic snoring like this, that in and of itself isn't really a big deal. If you have sleep apnea, I'm talking anywhere on the spectrum, this includes respiratory effort-related arousals all the way up to obstructive sleep apneas. If you aren't familiar with those terms, you can actually go to freecpapadvice.com, click on the sleep disordered breathing tab, and I have actual images of every single one of these sleep disordered breathing events right there. All right, that's where you can go kind of catch up. Okay, so we're looking for the quality of snoring. We're also looking for, are you gasping for air? And that would be something like this. That would be kind of a gasping for air. Now you're also, something that would be more in line with a RERA, a respiratory effort related arousal, would be something like this. Okay, so it's not going to be a big loud gasp, but it's snoring that increases in volume. It gets up to a peak, and then you do a position change or just kind of a subtle movement. Okay, that's an awakening, so you're going to be tired as hell the next day. Okay, before I show you how to do this, the importance of sleep apnea, of having it treated, I can't even tell you. It seems to be related to every possible disease out there. So uncontrolled high blood pressure, people get on CPAP, it goes away. People have a decreased risk of stroke if they're on CPAP. People have a decreased risk of developing diabetes if they're using CPAP, if it's treated, as well as so many others. You have an increased metabolism when you're using CPAP or you have your sleep apnea treated. So let's go ahead and dive into this and see exactly what we can do to help you record yourself sleep and find out some of the answers to these questions. Here we are at cheapcpapsupplies.com. Now, if we're to click on their blog button, we're in for a treat. Medicare and sleep apnea, don't care about that, dude. 5 solutions to CPAP blues, not really into that, not digging it right now. Sleep-tember, meh, it's October. How to fight fatigue? Nah. Struggling to breathe, film yourself sleeping. Now this sounds like something for a cheap sucker like me. So somewhere between 18 and 22 million Americans suffer from some type of sleep apnea, yet the condition remains largely undiagnosed in our nation. So basically not everyone's diagnosed. How do we gather some evidence with video footage? This is what I've been looking for. So we'll get to this dude here in just a second, okay? 5 tips to film yourself to detect sleep apnea. Number 1, don't buy a camera. Use your phone. Look, right here. Right here. Not trying to brag, but now my iPhone 5, I got rid of that thing and I upgraded big time to the 6. So we're just gonna use our phone, no cameras, okay? But look, first we have to do something. So they asked a filmmaker named Dave Seich. So most cool phones are 4K by default. This one is not. This is really not good. Hey, what this guy Dave says is shoot in a much lower resolution. Some of them will default to 4K. You want to shoot in like 720K because you're going to need a lot of space. You're going to be sleeping a long time. You want to capture a lot of data, at least a couple hours, because you're going to go back and look at it. And you need to clear out a lot of your old data, pictures, stuff like that. All right? This is brand new, so I don't have a ton of pictures or videos on it. So I'm good there. I don't need to delete anything. All right? You also want to charge your phone. You want to have it plugged into the wall. But something that's super important we need to go and change the camera resolution on it. So first thing we need to do on here is we need to change the settings so it's not going to be recording too much. So go into your settings and we're going to scroll down until we get to camera. All right? Camera. Now we have record video. We're at 180p. We don't want that. We want 720. It'll give us a little more longevity. Perfect. That's already set up. So now I can go into here, camera, and video. Perfect. All right, we'll just keep this one up because apparently my other one froze. So we need to charge our iPhone. We're not really gonna charge it. We're just gonna leave it plugged in, all right? We're gonna get creative with our setup. You don't need to get a tripod. Tripod's not necessary. Really just take this and lean it up against your nightstand or lean it up against a clock or whatever. Or just, some of you have like a stand. Use a stand if you need. Might feel weird to have it be in film, but blah, blah. I wouldn't worry about that. Test the lights. You want to use this and you want to see if it's too dark, if it's too light. You know, you'll probably have it sideways. Well, that looks weird. Let's not do that. Basically test the settings. Are you going to be able to see yourself and are you going to be able to hear yourself? Just do like a little 2 to 3 minute check. Do some fake snoring and see if it is audible to you. Now be mindful of sound. If you have any fans or if you have any white noise machines, anything like that, you're probably gonna wanna turn them off. Yeah, it's gonna very much interfere with the recording. So definitely make sure no fans are on it. Definitely make sure any white noise machines are off, at least for the night. Maybe try earplugs or something. Just try a little something different, be creative. And again, like I say, make sure you test out your setup because you don't wanna have like 8 hours of recording time and then just have it completely staticky from the hum of whatever. Okay, what are you looking for in your video? You're looking for some snoring, how loud, how often, labored breathing, stuff like that. Now this guy did an awesome job. So let's take a look at Home Chicken here. Let's check out what we're looking for in this video. Now pretend like this is you. You've just recorded yourself sleeping. Changing positions frequently is often a sign or constantly readjusting yourself. You kind of don't know if it's getting through or not. See how he's trying to breathe in? So, good time to pause. So, it's very important to know that just because you snore doesn't mean you have sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is when you completely stop breathing. Also, you know, oftentimes it's lumped into this is respiratory effort related arousals or hypopneas. Now, those require a desaturation of 4% or greater. And we don't know that. You don't have an SpO2 sensor on your finger. You also don't have a cannula. You don't know if you're breathing or not, okay? So what we're trying to do is just, when you're viewing yourself, you just really need to go by the quality of the snoring and does it sound like choking? And are there periods where you're like, if you can get your chest moving, because that's you trying to draw a breath. And if you can't draw a breath and you're trying to breathe and all of a sudden, you know that is some sign of an obstruction. So like right now he has a cover, he's covering up his chest, it's hard to see, but you could tell that he was, and that's the kind of stuff that you're looking for as far as if you have sleep apnea and if it's appropriate to get tested or not. So that kind of stuff right there where it's like struggling to breathe, real shallow breathing, and then rapidly, that is a sure sign. You know what? I need to record myself sleeping. I need to see if I have any problems with sleep apnea. Do not blink. It shows weakness. Do not shut your eyes. I do not care how dry your eyes are. Stick your tongue out and lick your eyes if you have to. Do not show weakness. Do not blink. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that. Please check the description box below. We have a link to our sponsor of this video, which is cheapcpapsupplies.com. We also have our Amazon affiliate link. If you want to help us out, you're shopping for the holidays, birthdays, whatever, just click on the link and buy whatever you would normally buy. It doesn't cost you anymore, and we get a little kickback. You can also sponsor us on Patreon. But please check out our sponsor, cheapcpapsupplies.com, as they have been so kind as to sponsor us for this video. Okay, nobody's watching anymore. You can go ahead and blink. That was a test. Don't blink. Don't show weakness. Never blink.